Hello students, welcome to JMaths Academy and welcome to Logarithm class. I'm Jules and I'm glad you made it to this video. Our focus today is logarithm, and as the course continues, I'll be walking you through some topics. I would also like us to go through the content together. In today's class, I'll be introducing you to logarithm. I'll solve examples, I'll give you a hint, and then finally, a summary. Let's get started. Introduction to logarithm. What is logarithm? Logarithm in its simplest form means how many of one number can you multiply to give you another number. For example, how many 9 can you multiply to give you 81? Or how many 3's can you multiply to give you 27? Or how many 5 can you multiply to give you 25? Whatever result you get is what logarithm stands for. We have an example here, and I would like us to solve it together. Example 1. How many 2's can we multiply to get 8? 2 by 2 is 4, by 2 is 8, and therefore we can multiply 2 in 3 places to get 8. And this can also be written in logarithm form as the log of 8 to base 2 is equal to what? 3. Take note that the logarithm of 8 to base 2 equal to 3 can be defined as 2 to be the base, 8 to be the number, and finally 3 to be the index. You can call it index, exponent, or power. Okay, so that's all for the first example. So our final answer here is 3 because we can multiply 2 in 3 places to get 8. Now the next example. How many 3's can we multiply to get 81? How many 3's can we multiply to get 81? 3 by 3. 3 by 3 is 9. By 3 is 27. By 3 is what? 81. And therefore we can multiply 3 in 4 places to get 81. This can also be written in logarithm form as the log of 81 to base 3 is equal to what? 4. Also take note that your 3 here is known as your base, 81 here is known as your number, 4 here is known as your power, your index or your exponent. Further explanation: the inverse of logarithm function is an indices function or exponential function. I have examples listed here already for you, so you can see the inversion of one form to another. So this is the logarithm form, and this is what the indices form. This is also the logarithm form, and this is also the indices form. So the logarithm of 81 to 3 equal to 4 can be inverted into indices function by dragging your index to your base and equating it towards your number. Same goes for the second example. For you to transform this logarithm function into your indices function, you drag your index or power or exponent to your base, which will give you 2 raised to the power of 3. Then you also equate it towards your number 8. Okay, so that's all for further explanation. and you'll be seeing more of this in our next courses. Here is a hint for you. It is good for you to master the basic laws of indices and logarithm. This will make your study of algebra very productive and enjoyable. In my next class, I'll be introducing you to the laws of logarithm, which I will want you to pay attention, and I'm sure you have treated the basic laws of indices. I will advise you to keep going over it because it will help you in solving further questions in the future. So in today's class, I introduced you to logarithm and also solve examples on logarithm, and finally I gave you a hint. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next class.